If you want 100% of the achievements in Bioshock Infinite and find out some of the hints to help make this game easier and quicker, including the infamous Clash in the Clans DLC, then stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm coming to you with a great game, Bioshock Infinite. And it's basically the third Bioshock game. So yeah, but it's called Infinite. And this is a great game. There are some achievements that are very challenging, but I will go over it. I will go over it, and I will go over all the DLCs too. Alright, so here it is. This game is 80 achievements for 1,670 gamer score. That includes the DLC. So I would say that this game without the DLC is about 7 out of 10 difficulty, mainly because of the 1999 mode with no dollar bill machines, which has to be one of the playthroughs that you're going to have. And I'll go over what that means eventually. But yeah, but with the DLC, it's even harder. The Clash in the Clouds DLC, getting all the blue ribbons, yeah, one of the hardest challenges. So, category number 1, story achievements. 10 achievements for 155 gamer score. So if you just play the main story, no DLC, these are all the achievements you will get. Yeah, just playing the game. Category number 2, miscellaneous achievements. 8 achievements for 145 gamer score. Number 1, dress for success. In the main camp, I'm not going to say that every time, but it says in the main campaign for all of them. Equip the piece of gear in all 4 slots. So there is actually DLC stuff available as long as you have this edition. Either way, even if you don't, it's very easy. You just have to basically put on a hat, a shirt, pants, and boots. Number 2, coins in the cushion. Looted 200 containers. Yeah, you'll get that as you play. Number 3, raising the bar. Upgraded 1 attribute health, shield, or assaults to its max level. Yeah, and so the first one I did was shield, because the greatest thing is if you get hit, then your shield goes down, but your health stays the same, and then your shield will come back. Yeah, so that's the one I would suggest doing first, and then you can work on the other ones later. But as long as you get one of them to max, you get this achievement. 4, tear them a new one. Oh, that's lovely. All right, open 30 tears. Tears. They're called tears, not tears, but it's the same spelling. Whatever. The point is, you can open these tears. Oh my gosh, tears in reality, and you can actually pull things through the tears, like weapons that are. Oh, there's a rocket launcher tear. I can't say the word. 5, the roguish type. Used Elizabeth to pick 30 locks. So Elizabeth is very important in this game. She helps you if you're starting to lose all your health. She'll be like, oh, here, stim pack. And be like, wow, okay. So yeah, so you can use her to unlock stuff. You pick up the lock picks, and then you'll give them to her, and then yeah, she'll use that. So you'll get that in time. 6, this is all the easy stuff that you get. 6, kitted out, fully upgraded 1 weapon and 1 vigor. So there's another vending machine that is for the upgrading of this stuff. And you're not going to get this right away. It's going to take some time. But as you start to upgrade these things, you will get them as long as you do one weapon and 1 vigor. Yeah, like I said, it's going to take a little while to get that, but you'll get it eventually. 7, Grand Largesse. I don't know how to say that, actually. Spent $10,000 at the vending machines of Colombia, and you'll get that very easily because I bought a lot from the vending machines. 8, combination shock. Performed all 8 of the Vigor Combinations. So now I actually got this way later on because they were a little glitchy. So what you have to do is, I'm going to put a list up on the screen of what you have to do. So for example, the first one is Shock Jockey and Possession. So Shock Jockey is where you electrocute the enemies, lovely. And the other one is where you possess them. So what you would do is you would set them electrocuted, and then you possess them, and their possessed Shock Jockey thing, whatever, would kill other enemies while they're possessed. Yeah, and that would be considered a dual, a combined vigor. Now, problem is, they didn't always register, because if you do it with the wrong timing, then it won't count as a combination if you do it too slowly. So just make sure you're doing one after the other. Usually, I feel like it said it on the screen, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like it said that you did a combo. Yeah, so just make sure you do each one of those, you try them, and eventually you will get them there. Alright, category 3, weapon achievements. 9 achievements for 45 gamer score. Number 1, a real pistol. Killed 25 enemies with the broadsider pistol. Alright, so this is just using weapons, basically. So the second one is killing 150 enemies with the Founder Triple R machine gun or box repeater. I think I used the repeater. Next one's 20 enemies with the Barnstormer RPG. Oh, that's fun. All right. And by the way, this is all main campaign, like it says. So because you kill a lot of enemies in the DLC. I kill 30 enemies. Well, I'm not going to read each of these. But this is literally just killing a certain amount of enemies with a certain weapon, and it was not stressful at all. After one weapon was done, I just moved to the next one, and I moved to the next one, and before I knew it, they were all done. Category 4, Skyline Kills Achievements. 4 achievements for 45 gamer score. So there's this really cool thing. You have this like hook, and you could hook onto the skyline that goes across, and it's pretty intense. And so yeah, you could also kill from it though. Aha. Number 1, industrial accident. Kill 20 enemies with the skyhook execution. So this is when you're not on the skyline. This is when you're using your sky hook. That's the actual hook thing you have. And so you go up behind enemies, and then you can do an execution by pressing Y. Yeah, you'll see a skull above their head. And yeah, it's pretty brutal, but you know, that's what they're asking you to do. All right, anyway. And the next one, 2, Bolt from the Blue. Kill 5 enemies with a headshot while riding a skyline. So the next 3 are for when you're on the skyline itself. So this first one is for killing with a headshot, which is not super hard. You can use your sniper, you can use whatever. And then the next one's killing enemies just while you're on the skyline, 30 enemies. So you with any gun. And then 4 is for killing them with a skyline strike. So when you're on the skyline and you put your cursor over an enemy, it will change color and it'll say, would you like to do a strike? And then you can do a strike and kill them. Yeah. Now, some of the enemies, the tougher ones, you cannot do that with. So the more of the weaker enemies. But you'll probably get so many of all those skyline kills, it'll be easy. So category 5, Vigor kill achievements. A lot of killing in this game. 4 achievements for 55 gamer score. Number 1, Mind Over Matter. Killed 20 enemies using possessed machines. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So, well, I mean, I don't know. The possessions in Bioshock are pretty cool. So if there's like a turret, you use the possession on it, and then the turret will start shooting other people. Yeah, the enemies. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And number 2, Well-Rounded. Used all 8 Vigors against enemies. That's just you have to use 1 of each. 3, Vigorous Opposition. Killed 75 enemies either with a Vigor or while the enemy's under the effects. So, yeah, you could obviously use, like, the Crow Vigor, for example, to have the crows kill them. Or the electrocution or whatever. Or, while they're under the effect of any of those things, you can kill them. Yeah. And then 4, More for your money. Lured 3 enemies into a single Vigor trap 5 times. And this one is not super hard. And there's actually a really great place to get this. It's in the chapter The Good Times Club, and you go into this place, and then this guy has this speech he's giving, and there are so many enemies. So you can just set a whole bunch of traps. Like, a lot of people put Devil's Kiss traps around. And when they're done, as long as the thing is upgraded, you'll be able to get, like, so many kills because there are a whole bunch of enemies there. And, you know, or any place where you see a lot of enemies coming, just you can pretty much use traps from any of your Vigors. Yeah, you could have like a electrocution trap, and they'll walk into it and it'll blow up, you know. So yeah, that shouldn't be hard for you to get either. All right, so those are the Vigors. Category 6, miscellaneous kill achievements. Really? More killing? All right, 7 achievements for 155 gamer score. Number 1, David and Goliath. Why do we say this? Because we are David, and these heavy hitters, kill 20 of them. They are the Goliath, and the worst, of course, are the handyman. Yeah, the handyman is the most difficult enemy because you got to hit them in the heart. You can kill them without hitting them in the heart, but on the harder difficulties, it's really tough. But anyway, just kill 20 of them. 2, Strange Bedfellows. Killed 20 enemies using allies brought through a tear. So like I said, you could bring people through, or you could bring, like, you know, a robot through the tear. Yeah, not a robot, I guess, but whatever. You could bring things through the tears that will kill them. And by the way, you can reload checkpoints and chapters in order to go to a certain spot and keep farming these out. So number 3, Bon Voyage. Killed 20 enemies by knocking them off Columbia. And the one, the Vigor I used was the Undertow. Yeah, that just knocks them off. You can pull them and then knock them off. That was the one I used for that. A great place to do that is on, like, the ships, when you're on, like, the flying ships. Because one push and they fall right off. Yeah. All right. And then 4, Heartbreaker, kill the handyman by only shooting his heart. So this is the one that was a little difficult, and I wish I knew, when you use the undertow, when it's leveled up, you could pull them to you, and they just sit there. They're like stuck there, and you can keep shooting their heart. Like, I wish I had known that. Otherwise, the way I did it originally was I literally just aimed and shot in the heart, and that I just kept doing that, and it took quite a while. It's probably on the video. But, yeah, after a while, when I did the challenges, the blue ribbon challenges, I was like, oh, you can just pull them to you and then shoot it? Wow, okay. Anyway, 5, skeet shoot, killed 5 enemies while they're falling. This is great because when they're on those gunships or whatever, the ships that they come in on, especially at the, I think I got this at the end. It was the final battle, and if it is, then you'll see it on the video. But you'll see that they're the ships and they're jumping off, and I would keep reloading the save, and so that I would keep getting them jumping off, and I just use my sniper, try to hit them as they're falling, because they jump up in the air, and then you can kind of like time when they're falling. That's a good time to get this achievement. And number 6, hazard pay, killed 10 enemies by utilizing environmental hazards. So that is like, if there's oil on the ground, you can set it aflame. You can put a fire on it, and then it'll set on fire. Things like that. Or water, and you can use your electricity on it, and that'll become a hazard. And then 7, Lost Weekend, killed 5 enemies while you're drunk. And a good place people do this is the shanty town, because there's a graveyard shift bar. That's what it's called. And if there's a bar, then obviously there's alcohol. And so yeah, you can just drink your alcohol, and you can get drunk, and then you'll see you're drunk, and then just shoot the enemies while you're drunk. And then, you know, you can reload the save and keep doing that, and it'll take a couple minutes if you can get them every time. So, all right, category 7, collectible achievements. 3 achievements for 125 gamer score. And number 1, sightseer. Used all telescopes and kinetoscopes in the game. And then for number 2, collected all infusion upgrades in a single game. And then number 3 is collected every voxophone. So now, for the telescopes and the kinetoscopes, those are things you look through, basically, and you could see different scenes. The infusion upgrades are the things used to upgrade your infusions. And then the voxophones are things you listen to, kind of like audio diaries. So now I'm going to put up a guide for this, and it's a great guide by PS5 Trophies, and he's going to show you literally where all 146 of these things are. And so now if you do have the collection, it's actually going to have 29 infusions in the game, but you only need the original 24 that were in the original game, not in the Bioshock collection. But he's going to show you where they all are, so you can just get all of them. So yeah, that's all you need to know about that. I collected most of them as I just played for fun, and I was able to reload my saves into different spots and then go get the ones I was missing. I didn't have to replay the entire game. It was really good. Category 8, difficulty achievements. 5 achievements for 235 gamer score. And so number 1's for beating the game on easy. Number 2 is for medium. Number 3 is hard. And number 4 is 1999 mode. So 1999 mode was only unlocked after I beat the game on easy or any difficulty. Or you can put in the Konami code, which is up, down, left, right, BA. And actually that will unlock the achievement for unlocking 1999 mode, and then you can play it immediately. So those are the 2 ways you can do 1999 mode, basically, if you want to do that. I waited to do it. I just did it on the game on easy first for fun. And then when I got that 1999 mode unlocked, then I did achievements 4 and 5. So 1999 mode is a lot harder, obviously. But honestly, it's not as hard as a lot of people say. If you're not doing 5, it's definitely not that hard. But as long as you're scavenging everywhere, as long as you're using Elizabeth to unlock stuff and using her abilities to give you stuff, really as long as you look everywhere and collect everything, you'll be fine. Even without using any of the dollar bill machines, which is what number 5 is. So, you get money throughout this game, and every time you die, you end up having to use some of that money to revive yourself. Because you might say, oh, I just don't have to buy anything. All right, in the dollar bill machine, that's fine. But no, every time you die, you do. So I got through most of the game until the last section of it, the last couple sections, and then I was like, oh no, I keep dying in this one fight. It was with this ghost. I won't tell you what it's about, but it was this ghost area, and the ghost kept killing me over and over. And yeah, I was like, all right, this is bad. I keep losing all this money. What happens when I run out? Then the game's over. Then I have to start from the beginning. But luckily, I just moved around how I did my Vigors. I moved around how I did my upgrades, and eventually I found a combination that will help me. In fact, I may put up a video of the final battle on 1999 mode and how to best beat it. I watched this video and I actually used the technique and it really worked. But I would say the final battle is the only thing that was really, really difficult on that mode without the dollar bill machines. Other than that, yeah, and I would say don't even go to the dollar bill machines. Like, don't even go into them. I don't remember off the top of my head if you can go into it and not purchase anything, or if you just can't purchase it, or if you can't even go into it. Just don't even touch the machines. There are other machines you can use, but not that one. All right, and that's it. That's the entire base game. So it's a little bit challenging, but you will get it. Look at those videos I shared, and then you'll be able to do it. So there are 3 different DLCs. One is 2 parts, and then the other one's the challenges. So Category 9, Burial at Sea, Episode 1, Story Achievements. 3 achievements for 100 gamer score, and these are the 3 achievements you'll get just for doing this Episode 1 version. And honestly, this was a really great DLC. Like, for the lore of Bioshock, it was really, really good. So I suggest playing, if you're not going to play the cloud challenges, at least play Burial at Sea, Episode 1 and 2. So Category 10, Burial at Sea, Episode 1, Enemy Achievements, 4 achievements for 80 gamer score. Number 1, Cook and Serve. Made 5 enemies explode with the radar range. Horrible. You literally have to hold on the trigger and aim at the enemy, and they'll start to glow red when you hit them. And then if you hold it long enough, they'll blow up. No! Terrible. Alright, so yeah, that's what you have to do. And number 2, Chain Reaction, damage 15 foes with an exploding enemy using the radar range. So yeah, oh my gosh. What a horrible thing. Number 3, Break the Ice, shattered 5 enemies who have been froze with the Old Man Winter. Yeah, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Another brutal weapon. Oh my goodness. 4, Snowball Effect, froze 2 enemies with the same Old Man Winter trap. So yeah, when you set the trap for it, which you'll learn how to do, you just have to make sure 2 of them get the same trap. Oh my. All right. Category 11, Burial at Sea, Episode 1, Miscellaneous Achievements, 3 achievements for 70 gamer score. Number 1, Fully Equipped, purchased any 2 upgrades for Old Man Winter or Radar Range. These are obviously the 2 powers that you can use in this thing. And so you just have to do that. 2, Confirm, destroy 10 turrets, which, if you don't get 10 within your 1 playthrough, you could actually reload and then find some more afterwards. You don't have to get it all in 1 playthrough, which is good. You know, I like when they do that. Otherwise, then you have to find each one. And then for number 3, Audio Enthusiast, oh my gosh, collected all audio diaries. And I'll put up a guide for this so you can follow along, yeah, to see where everything is. So that way you won't miss anything. Yeah, Category 12, Burial at Sea, Episode 2, Story Achievements, 3 achievements for 100 gamer score. So this is obviously the second part of the DLC, the story. And yeah, you'll get these 3 for playing the DLC. Category 3, these are the enemy achievements for Episode 2. Number 1, knocked out 2 or more enemies using the same crossbow bolt. I actually remember shooting the bolt, and it knocked out a whole group of them. I shot it, like, you know, by a whole group. So, yeah, so that was actually really easy to do. Number 2, Dead Drop. On 3 occasions, knocked out an enemy after silently dropping off a freight hook. So you can go up, you can go into the sneaky area up on top, and then you can be on the freight hook, hold, like, waiting there, and then when it says you can go drop off and knock them out, you do the prompt and you do it, and then you knock them out. Yeah, finding a place where the enemy is, where you can get up there, is, I guess it's a little challenging to find a good spot, but there are a lot of these spots, so you'll get that as you go. And number 3, never saw it coming. While invisible, use Peeping Tom to knock out 15 enemies with the melee attack. So the Peeping Tom ability, you are able to go invisible, and then you just have to. I remember doing this in the first section that I had the Peeping Tom ability. In fact, the first section is called the Cupid Room, and that's where you get it. And so what you just need to do, hold the left trigger, you'll become invisible, and then you can knock out both the displacers with Y that are in that area. Then you can just restart your save, do the checkpoint again, and then keep doing it until you get it. That's what I did. But you can get this anywhere, to be honest. Category 14, the miscellaneous achievements for this episode. Number 1, making some noise. Gain 5 noisemakers through lockpicking. So the earlier lockpicks only have the red and white pins, but eventually you'll be able to get the blue pins. One of them is with the story, and then you just have to find 4 more, and you have to hit the blue pin when you're picking the lock. And it's not that hard. It has a little challenge to it, but it's not that hard. You'll get that as you go. And this is another one of those things that you can just keep reloading the checkpoint and getting it. Number 2, Glutton for Punishment. Used iron sights to collect 20 rounds of ammo or more. And this is a really cool ability. It's where you can use the ability. You hold left trigger when someone fires at you, and the bullets that they shoot will go into your gun. Yeah. So now, if your gun's full, you won't be able to get the bullet. So make sure it isn't. You could also keep reloading saves. And this does work in 1998 mode, which I have not talked about yet. But 1998 mode, people wonder if it works in that, and it does work in that. So, also, it doesn't work. Some people say it doesn't work against the regular turret, but you can use a summon turret and then get the red node when you're lock picking, and then make it start shooting you, and then you can get the bullets out of that. So that's a bunch of details on that one. And number 3, collected all audio diaries and voxophones. So I'll put up a guide for that one, because it's just another thing that you have to collect everything. You might find them all on your own, to be honest, but at least you have this guide in case you need it. And then number 4, Taffer's Delight. Completed Burial at Sea Episode 2 in 1998 mode. So this was not as hard as the other challenges in this game, I felt. But 1998 mode is where you have to basically do it with non-lethal methods. You can't kill anybody at all. You have to basically be stealth throughout the entire thing. And it's not easy. Just this one episode you have to do. But you can use the crossbow to knock people out. You can use the air grabber, which is like it's kind of like the hook. You can go up and onto the hook with the air grabber. But yeah, I mean, there isn't much to do besides that. However, it is definitely possible, and it was, like I said, it was easier than 1999 mode. Definitely easier than the next couple of things I'm going to show you. So that was the Burial at Sea. Both of those episodes, really great, and I suggest playing them either way. All right, Category 15, Clash in the Clouds Wave Achievements. 4 achievements for 75 gamer score. So there are 4 different sections to this thing, and you go in and you can defeat waves in the OPS Zeal. That's the first whole section. It's got a whole bunch of levels that you just go in a row. And number 2, and so and also if you fail at the levels, you can then respawn and give up the money you got. So yeah, so as you play, you get money, so you can upgrade things. But you could sacrifice your money and keep going to try to finish the whole thing. So yeah, I probably all these 4 achievements. This is for doing all the 4 different sections. Like Emporia Arcade was the hardest ones, and I probably died a bunch of times just kind of respawned, and then so I could finish all the waves in it. Yeah, because that was the easy part. Category 16, Clash in the Clouds Kill Achievements. 4 achievements for 75 gamer score. Number 1, Sergeant at Arms. In this mode, this is all in this mode. Got to kill with each weapon and vigor except Bucking Bronco. So I'm going to put up on the screen what vigors you have to use and what weapons you have to use. And it was very, very easy, except for the fact that when you do the weapons, a lot of people don't include the crank gun. The crank gun you have to pick up, you can pick it up from some of the enemies and use it. But yeah, people are always missing one weapon or something. So just try to make sure you use each weapon at least once before you move on to the next one. Maybe knock this out in the beginning. And same thing with the Vigors. You just have to use all of them, but the Bucking Bronco doesn't count. But yeah, it says which ones they are. Number 2, Rope-a-Dope. Knocked the enemy off the city with Undertow, then rescued him, then knocked him off again. And this, alright, so this one was difficult only because it was being difficult with me. It wasn't actually hard to do. So the way I did it was you basically use Undertow to hit them off of something, and then while they're falling, you have to use Undertow to pull them back toward you, and then some people have it unlocked there, and then but a lot of times I had to re-push them off again. So push them off with Undertow, pull them back, and while they're still pulled back, push them back out and make them fall. Yeah, and then when they die, you should get it. It's very finicky. So yeah, you just have to keep doing it over and over, and eventually you will get it. But it was a little annoying to have to make sure you get it, but it worked eventually. Just keep doing it. The next one is 3, the old 1-2. Used all 8 different Vigor combos to deliver the killing blow on an enemy. And here are the combos you have to do. This one was difficult only because they weren't counting. and I don't know why they weren't counting. I think it was because the killing blow was like from something else. So you just have to keep doing it over and over. Just keep reloading, using the Vigor and the Vigor, and trying to get it. It will tell you if you did the combo. So yeah, it's just difficult with you. Yeah, 4 missile defense system. Killed an enemy with splash damage by shooting a rocket out of the air. And you can see where I am in the video, I think. I forget which one this is, but I think it's one of the early ones. But what happened was, in this spot that someone specifically told me to stand at, they shoot the rockets at you. You could shoot them out of the air quickly, and then it will kill the enemies in that area. It's just set up in certain way where it'll work. So yeah, so just do that there. I mean, you might get this somewhere else, and they'll be totally fine. But yeah, this was a good spot to do it. And just keep reloading. You'll get that eventually. And category 17. Oh boy, Clash in the Clouds completion achievements. 2 achievements for 45 gamer score. So the first one is fine. Museum curator. Unlocked all gallery items. So when you're in the main menu area, you're collecting money, and then you can unlock items in this collection area where it shows you things that you've done. Yeah, and you can collect all the art. You have to buy all the art. You have to buy all the. You'll be able to buy all the weapon upgrades, because basically what you should do is you should try to net out the max of your money. The fastest way to do this is when you have the possession Vigor. You want to possess the motorized Patriot. That's like the American soldiery person with the wings. I don't know how to describe it. And in a level, you could load it up. Make sure you only have one of them left. So it's a level with multiple of them. Don't do that one. So and you'll probably see it in the video, but just have one left, and then use the possession on it so it stops moving. Go around back, hit its gears. When you hit the gears, you're going to get a lot of money. And then once you hit the gears enough, before you kill the Patriot, make sure it kills you. Because when it kills you, you will come back to life, and it will also have all its life back. And so then possess it. Oh, and only the one will be there. So possess it, go hit all the gears, and before you kill it, die. Same thing. And you can get, honestly, you can max out all your money that way so fast. I did it in very little time. And then eventually, once you do that, you go back into your menu, and you just have to... it's not even that much money to unlock everything. So, yeah, you'll get that. And then the final, number 2, Blue Ribbon Champ. Completed all Blue Ribbon challenges. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you don't get this. This is by far one of the hardest achievements I've ever seen in a game like this. And so yeah, but I don't know how I did it. I do know how I did it. I did it. So what happens is, if, let's say, there are the 4 sections of waves, all right, and let's say that you need to do, there's a certain challenge. You need to basically complete each of the challenges on each of these in order to get a blue ribbon thing. And you'll see the challenges. Some are super easy. Some are like you use only Vigors. So some are you use a certain type of gun to kill everything. And so if you use a different type of gun instead, it will say Blue Ribbon Challenge failed. Yeah. So now you can go to the next challenge and continue. As long as you don't stop and restart the challenge, you can continue to the next one. And then you could try the next one. Let's say that was the second one you failed. You can just keep going to the third one. And then you can complete that blue ribbon and get the blue ribbon. You can do the 4th one. Let's say you fail at the 5th one. You can keep doing the 6th one. So you'll just keep doing them. And then the problem is, when in one of these things, when it's like wave 15, and that's the one you need the blue ribbon on. That means you need to play through 1 through 14 again. You don't have to get the blue ribbons on them, but you have to play through them again in order to get to that 15. And then what happens if you fail that 15th one again? Then you got to replay 1 to 14 again, and then the 15th you try it again, and then 1 to 4. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to put up. I'm going to put some sort of videos up. I don't know, but there were a lot of great videos I watched. I'll probably put up the one guy where he had a playlist. But yeah, it is possible. I did it, and I am not good at shooting games. Yeah, like this, like fast-paced, like shooting games like this. I'm not good at these, and I did it. So it just took time. It took technique. Sometimes they were a little glitchy. So yeah, hopefully the videos will help. And this is the entire game. I love this game. It's kind of violent, which I didn't like, but yeah. Otherwise, it's great though. It adds to the lore of Bioshock, and it's fantastic. So I will see you next time in the Achievement Planner.